Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
All right, everybody.
and Brett.
That's my dog, CT. Let's go.
We're back to talk the Traitors. I almost said the challenge. The Traitors US. This is season 2, episode 9, featuring CT pretty heavily as a convert this episode. But we can't start about talking about converts until we talk about the top of the episode. Phaedra had made the offer to Kate to either be a traitor or be off the show. Stupid question, right? Like, why they should be able to deny it, but no crap, she's gonna say yes, right? Like, am I the only one that thought it was a little goofy?
I just think they do that when there's only one left. They need to have two at all times. Like it's like the Sith.
Yeah.
Rule of two. But I thought this was super anticlimactic.
Yeah, I mean,
just like her reaction. You go, Brett.
Yeah, well, okay. So the beginning of that whole thing, it almost seems staged. Like they're both putting on poor community theater between each other. I mean, I think maybe it could be more interesting if you get to offer multiple people and then offer 3 people and then maybe all 3 accept or 2 accept and then you get to choose from there. I don't know, but something better than just the ultimatum. Because the ultimatum, I mean, it's like, yeah, no crap, she's gonna go with
Yeah,
it.
I
So
mean
it's not.
I think that's the point of like why I'm like they want to have two at all times because if you keep one, you can just run the game if you're not known. Like obviously Phaedra was known, but I mean I think they would do it no matter what. But like that's kind of what was happening in UK. Like if when we were, I don't mean to bring up UK, but like if Harry was the only guy left in UK, he would have ran away with the game because there's nobody left. And I think that's why they need to have two on there. Like they need to have some targets for the faithful to hit. But like just the production, I thought was just it was lame. Like just like she's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Like just and I felt Phaedra was acting like pretty terribly too. Like
I'd say, you know what, man, at a point I wrote down here too. Phaedra is very much playing to the camera. She's like role
yeah,
playing right now. Like, even like when she's at the round table and the things she's saying, it's like she is literally like a Bond villain trying to spin a web. um I
I
think
think
she's been playing an okay game, but I do think the last few weeks have been sloppy. I don't think she's going to win. I think by the time we get, even if she makes it to the finale and they start doing the, watering everybody out, flushing them out, I just don't. I think there's just going to be so much overwhelming sentiment that like she's been brought up so much that it would be hard for them to settle and say, okay, yeah, we're all faithful.
yeah,
Well,
like you're saying.
either way, how this cliffhanger goes, I think either she goes next week or she goes this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Peter goes, they're all going to turn on her next week, anyways. So
Yeah, there is nobody. It's a great point. There is literally no one for them to turn to after Peter, which is interesting. I guess we should bring that up. Peter and obviously Peter and Phaedra are the top 2 targets. Phaedra from Trishelle, who really pushed that with John Peter. They need to go and get some converts to be able to win a 5-vote majority. They do swing CT. We do know that they swung CT. Trishelle swung him. Awesome. His stuff. I live Brad. He was like, we just got to get rid of them. There's time to no messing around. Let's just get rid of these guys. It's like, okay. I also liked his telling Peter that he's playing a sloppy game conversation.
He is though.
I mean, if you're getting targeted, right? I mean,
Mhm.
in any game that you play, if someone wants to vote you out, it's sloppy, I guess, right? It's clearly not a winning game if you put a target on your back. I do love that he brought out that note, though. I was like, you should make the thumbnail of that note where he's like, I have cliff
That's like
notes,
the
like
4 blocks.
the top 3 targets, and like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna go down here all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Use the chalkboard as a prop. Yeah,
that was good. Well, I
I
mean,
think that's
yeah,
good. I was thinking that, Brett, and if you're endorsing it, I will do that.
Phaedra it was silly for her to go after Trishelle, frankly. It was so obvious with being the bottom right and the rest of them all top, and you could easily just line them up and shoot and be done, right? Some of them, though, not thinking that that's a good argument is crazy to me, because right now we're sitting at that 4-4 tie at the end of the episode with just MJ to go. I think Peter's gone.
Same.
I think she's gonna flip. I think
That'd be awesome. I really would love that, frankly. I thought that if you're going to just go based upon, hey, I'm going into this round table with no preconceived notions and let me just hear the evidence. I thought John was great. But I thought even Peter and stuff, even though it gets a little defensive, I thought they made, and Trishelle, I thought they laid out a really good point. Basically, everyone else, all they could say about Peter is like, yeah, but you did that thing with poverty last week. And he's like, I know. All right. I know. Yeah. I tried to get too slick and smart, and I should have just voted her out with you guys and done Phaedra the next week. But you know what? I'm not perfect either. But I I just have a nagging feeling that MJ may want to stick with that majority. And
Probably should actually. I think that's what Sandra's doing. I think if there's a strategy to it with the numbers, just take a shot at Peter. If you're wrong, boom, okay, Phaedra, she's probably a traitor, like Peter was saying, and we'll just take her out because we have the numbers still.
Yeah. Did you in a challenge? Didn't you hear Sandra say like we should go for Shell? She said that.
Yeah.
but was that when it was in that position where she was the only one left? Yeah, then whatever.
So but like, why was that not questioned? It's you can hear like a pin drop,
the editing,
and it's like no one brings that up, and
it's because it's not conducive to the storyline they're trying to tell, I guess.
Yeah, right.
I didn't notice during the challenge, but I did know they had a clip of it later when CT was
right.
about
She said it then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're right.
I don't know. That challenge was 20 minutes too long. It should have been like 5 minutes in and out, and then we could have more I'd rather see conversations than a challenge that Brett, this is your first time seeing it. What did you think of it? Did you honestly like it?
I mean, no, because everyone sucked at it and they just kept missing their targets. I did like the fact that it was like, hey, show your hand. Who do you want to take out?
Right.
But just miss the target constantly and lose like $30,000 out of the prize pot. Then it's just kind of like, all right, whatever.
We don't need it. We don't need an explanation every single shot.
No.
We don't need it. Just montage it. Bang, 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 bang. And then it's just, I don't know. That's just.
I'll say it here too, guys. It just is what it is. I hate not getting an elimination. They did so much with this. I really thought it would be great to cap it off with who won the debate, basically. And yeah, we'll be here next week. And I think it's because of that challenge, Brian. And it was a long episode and a lot of great interplay as far as conversations and stuff. I just felt like unfulfilled at the end of an episode. And I hate that. I hate nothing more than watching the end and then being like, the last 10 seconds like took all the wind out of my sails. Like I loved this episode for the most part until
then. You loved the episode till then?
No, not the challenge part, but I loved like the strategy talk.
Yeah, no,
I
agree.
That part I really enjoyed. But the end of it ruined. It's like watching a movie, right? And if the ending sucks, then it can ruin a great movie for you. And so for me, it sucks that I left this episode feeling like, damn, like you just showed me who got eliminated. I felt like it would have flowed better to start fresh next week, post Peter being gone or post Phaedra being gone.
Yeah.
I mean, cliffhangers are annoying, but at the same time, it's like, no, I want to know what happened. I have to watch the next one.
Look, somebody could go back on this review of us in season 1 and hear me and Brian complaining that they dropped the whole season and that we wish they would have cliffhangers. So now I'm just like mad at myself.
Yeah, we're never pleased over here, but yeah, I don't know. And so even next week, they could even recruit again. You know that, right? Like they're gonna have the opportunity to recruit again.
They probably will.
And I honestly think that they should.
They should take John.
Who's under fire?
All the faithfuls like basically check a box. Do you want to be recruited? And then all the ones that say yes, they choose from them.
Actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. Like people who want to be, I kind of like that. Maybe even earlier in the season, do something like that, right? Just to see who really is effing with the group or who wants to just be, playing bad guy.
Yeah, I wonder if Alan, when he has his mini interviews, like tells the traders like, hey, you're thinking about recruiting this person. They don't want to be a trader at all. So maybe don't consider it. Stuff like that. I wonder if that happens. But this one will, if they do a recruitment, which I think they're going to, like, they have the ability to, it won't be like a do or die. Like,
No, I won't do that 2 in a row.
Well, I don't think they'll recruit another one unless one of them leaves, because I think that'd be really unfair at that point too. I think.
What happens if they run out of traders?
They never will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But then it's like
they never will.
Even if they got down to one trader and then that person got banished, they wouldn't know that was the last trader. So then production would just be like, all right, well, it's our turn to choose, and we're just gonna pick.
Yeah, they would do something probably.
Like a mailbox.
The heir to the traitors.
Well, I think it'd actually be fun to watch if no one's a traitor and like they're all like suspecting each other, but they're all
just voting each other out, and then
I actually like that.
I like that.
Would be cool. Like,
how long will they go until they just stop?
Until they realize.
Like, I know that won't happen this season, but
because they wouldn't murder anybody.
Like, they say like season 6, no one's a traitor at all. Like in the start of the game, no one's a traitor, and they're just accusing each other of being traitors. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh my god, it's a great idea, guys. I'd love to do that. Like we did that our own version of the traitors, but like, no one's a traitor.
They need
I
to
really like that.
And
Right, that was funny.
speaking of like, if like, I know because Barstool like did their Survivor knockoff. I think Barstool should do a knockoff of this. I think they do a funny job. I think it'd be really funny.
They would do a good Traitors too. They could do a good one, but I think they're just focused on like surviving Barstool. So,
but hey, you never know, man. The amount of ads I hear on like sports podcasts I listen to for this show is kind of crazy.
oh, dude, they Peacock and NBC Universal puts a lot behind this pushing this show, and this is like one of the main 2 or 3 things they push Peacock under. Like, it's like this, the sports package stuff, the WWE stuff, basically, is like what you see on their main headlines.
Well, maybe we got to get this page big enough where we can do the first like surviving Traitors or whatever it would be.
Surviving the Reality Guys.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, guys, I thought it was good. I mean, overall, up and down, upset with the end. Thought the strategy involved was great. Really don't know where it's going next week, but I'm curious to see how this plays out. Like and subscribe. Check out all of our playlists. We are covering a ton of stuff. We mentioned CT. Brett just put out the Challenge 39 season finale review. Farmer Wants a Wife. We did a press junket where we were able to interview 2 of the farmers, and we just did the review of episode 4. Survivor 46 comes back next week. We're covering Vanderpump Rules right now, and our biggest thing right now is Love is Blind season 6 on Netflix. Week 1 and week 2 reviews are out there. Look out for some more content this weekend. Comment section's been crazy, so we are going to pick some of our favorites and just some of the opposing opinions, and we're just gonna kind of riff off of it and see kind of what we think. And some things have come out in the last few days as well, post episodes airing, that I think it's worth talking about, including maybe a secret fiance. So for myself, Brian, Brett, everyone at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.